Tree. Oh, there he is. Right there. Right there. Oh. He or she. I'm not on a tripod right now. Look at him. You know, I had a feeder there last year once or twice, but my other feeder is way across the garden. I don't think they visited. Look at him. What is he wanting? They have a funny little chatter, don't they? I never realized that. They love the trellises. So if you're ever thinking about anything you want to put in your yard, get these quick old cattle panel trellises for a few bucks. What, less than 25 each? And it's the most I have ever filmed a hummingbird. Oh, did he go next? Nope, still there. Come back over here. Oh, I would say that's a ruby throat something. It's got a red neck. Right. Moving slow this morning, isn't he? She, it, the bird. But I haven't had a bird feeder out over there. Oh, okay, all right. There we went. But wait, I hear it. You can hear that little, oh. That's so cute. By the way, this is our good morning coffee, but I can't really just ignore this. How often do we get a hummingbird just hanging around? Okay. Probably have the camera on him too close. I am about to get dive bombed by this character, this little guy. Anyway, good morning, good morning. I will be constantly distracted by this hummingbird. I've never seen one stay around so long. Good morning. I start with a big sigh, and I don't mean to sigh. I'm having some technical issues with my microphone. So I'm watching the hummingbird, which I showed you on the film, and he's staying. He or she is just staying. But I wanted to ask you about your thoughts about hummingbird feeders. I'm asking what you do and how you feel about bird feeders. I have I put the vinyl up in my windows in both sides of the house. It's very pretty, actually. But I wanted to be able to see a hummingbird when I was in my office, so I literally cut a slit out. And the reason is my neighbor's window is directly across. Usually, if they have grandchildren staying, I think they stay in there, and I feel like I need privacy, you know. When the lights are on, we can see in the windows. Anyway, so I cut a slit out, just enough to see the bottom of the bird feeder, not even the top. And I watch them come. But what I am using is I buy it at Walmart, the nectar with vitamins. I don't know if they really need that. My friend uses sugar water. There's so much hatred on sugar right now. But here's my question. Should we be doing bird feeders, or should they just be pollinating? What do you think? I have mixed feelings about it. I keep thinking, no, you're supposed to go get flowers. There are flowers everywhere right now for you guys to be feasting on. There's a question. Yesterday was the official start of monsoon season. Haven't had any rain, but Monsoon season must have been watching the calendar because we have a lot of clouds. They're not the white ones, they have some brown. So what moisture? It is humid. Feels humid to me. Sometimes we're at 7%. So I think, did I see that we were at 21% this morning? And just, yep, it's cloudy everywhere. There's some blue, but it is generally heavily cloudy, and it looks like it's got moisture, a lot of moisture in the air. Crazy times. I'm not really ready for monsoon season, but it may come no matter what I do. I took a couple days off from editing, not filming. I filmed every day, did things every day, but I did have to take a couple days off from editing. As I mentioned in one video, I'm clocking in at about 6 hours per video. I know you'd say, what? You're just sitting there talking, and then you walk around and show your garden. How is this 6 hours of editing? I take out a lot of ums, a lot of lip licking. Again, would I take that out? We'll see. Some pauses. Oh, I've got more than one hummingbird. One just went by. They've got that. Oh, there's a couple over there just having a good time. Maybe you should watch them instead. How fun. And they are working on the flowers over there. Yay. Selecting, looking for, and this is probably what's taking me the most, clips that are pertinent to what I'm talking about. My historical clips, my clips from last year or even earlier. Sweet babies. Are hummingbirds sweet? I think they are, but you know, some people might think mosquitoes are sweet. So 6 hours, and I didn't have the 6 hours the day before yesterday, and I was pooped yesterday. So the day before yesterday, I had a very long appointment, and by the time I got home, oh, it had to be ready to my computer. It had to be about 2. I'd filmed that morning. I'd even done some chores, and I did some chores that afternoon in the garden, but you know, I'm not at my best at 2 in the afternoon. I get up at 5, so, and I gotta fit in my video, my garden video watching time, right? I'm checking my microphone. I like to plop down on my couch. I live alone, remember? So I don't have children or husbands or other people needing things from me. I plop down on my couch and just zone. Of course, Laura from Garden Answer is honestly, she's my happy place. Her personality is, she could probably do anything. It really wouldn't matter. And sell it, though that sounds a little mercenary, but that's not my point. Speaking of other gardening channels, I'm gonna shout out a few. Why? I don't expect to be shouted out. This isn't what it's about. Oh, the birds are busy today. My goodness. We have several in here. I do watch container gardening in Chicago because I container garden, so I was very interested in finding anybody. No, I'm sorry. She's called Chicago Gardener. What is her name? Bethany, yes. I do watch her and her little troubles and tribulations and successes gardening in containers in Chicago. We know I watched Laura. And I watch Roxanne in Soil and Margaritas, who must be less than an hour from Chicago Gardener. And the reason I bring Roxanne up is she's really good with a camera. Let's talk. I'm really not switching. I think I'm gardening wear. So she is wearing gardening shoes. And I keep looking at them, and I stop in the store, and I've been thinking for a long time that I needed to get some gardening shoes. And I do wear, I'll show you, not my footies, but my little shoes. These little plastic guys, I got them on Amazon. They're from China, so like less than 20 bucks each. And the reason I wear them is the arch support. These little plastic shoes actually have a really good arch support. I don't know about, I used to get my shoes from, oh, I may sound like I'm going all over, and maybe I am. Payless. I used to carry these plastic shoes. I can't think of the name of them now. And I still have one or two left, but they discontinued, and they were the best arch support. You may have it. I have had it. I've plantar fasciitis on my heels. It's actually back. Thank you to some new hiking boots that I thought were doing real well until I realized my heel was here hurting. Now my heel has continued to hurt. So I was wearing these little plastic shoes out here to the garden because I don't feel like running around in tennis shoes and then go back in my house because I don't really like to walk around my house in tennis shoes. I finally realized that something that was crunching under my feet, and I was like, what is on my shoe, was little bits of mulch. I didn't know, I didn't realize. I've never had mulch that I walked on. It's sticking to my shoes, little bits and pieces, and I think there must be a sap to it or something. It's very hard to come off. So I need straight up gardening shoes that I can slip on. Here's the dilemma. I don't want to leave them outside because of heat, and here in Arizona you don't know what's in your shoe outside. That's probably true in many places. But I don't want to leave them outside. Inside, the cat goes after all my shoes that are by the door. And juggling camera, coffee, tripods, often gardening equipment. So I keep looking at those shoes, and I've looked at them for years. I've always wanted a pair of slip-on gardening shoes, and I just think I'm there, to be honest. So yesterday, once I finally realized that this was not going to change, that I was going to get some kind of mulch stuck to the bottom of my shoe, and I don't want to traipse through the house with it. This morning I negotiated the shoes and tried switching them and getting out the door. I don't know where the shoes are going to be when I get in because of the cat, but what are your solutions for gardening shoes? Is it a problem? And gardening hats, I'm still in search. I do use gardening hats. This one has a lanyard, chin strap. I've got it tucked up right now. But when I'm gardening, I have to wear the chin strap because, wind, and I don't want it blowing off. It's a must-have to have a hat around here. I got this at, kind of cutie. 20 bucks at Tractor Supply. That was weird. I wouldn't have thought they had cool gardening hats. I thought it was a little bit big, but I think it's okay. So my hummingbirds are gone, and my little yellow, what do we want to call these? Wrens are back. I was trying to think in succession or in an organized fashion, what I got done yesterday and the day before that I would discuss in today's video. Yes, that's a hummingbird's back again. So cute. I did a neem treatment on everything, and I think I'll show you that in a video, a neem oil treatment. It is not 100% cold pressed neem oil. It is a mixture, Captain Jack's. I question whether that's a good idea. I did buy 100% neem oil before, you mix it with water. I do want to do that hydrogen peroxide, one of you suggested, and Gary Pilarchak from The Rusted Gardener. I'm definitely going to do that on my tomatoes. They're all sickly looking. I don't really know why. Each one of them is in the City Pickers containers. They have the same soil, which I am unhappy with now. I'm just officially unhappy with Miracle Grow moisture control. I don't like the way it looks. After it's been used, it looks raunchy. It definitely doesn't look fresh. It doesn't look good. And that's the most consistent thing about all of them. I didn't have this much trouble with the tomatoes last year dying off at the bottom or getting whatever these viruses are they get. Blight. I'm sorry. Hummingbird going that way. Where's he going? I think he's hitting the tomatoes as we speak. Yeah, so I did some spraying, looking around what else I did. The sun is not out today, even though I see a little bit of blue sky, but we're not going to get our sunshiny, which is fine. It's easy on the eyes, isn't it? What do you think? I spent many, many years in Washington, and things are definitely easier on the eyes. That chirping is the hummingbird. I had no idea they were so noisy. I have been thinking I wanted to make a run to one of the stores yesterday to pick up some replacement plants for a couple, pots and I haven't got the raised bed that I pulled the pansies out of. I don't have anything planted in there other than a few nasturtium. I had intended to plant some seeds, flowers, zinnias, just haven't done it. It's not that I don't have time or I'm procrastinating, it's that I guess I just don't know what I want to do with it. So I think you probably already saw quite a bit of the garden this morning while we were watching the birds. I just wanted to show you this marigold is cracking me up. Like he just possessed this entire tree. At this point, I'm happy to see anything growing. Those are his first blooms. And I did show you I have beans on the beans. I didn't know how these would grow or what they look like when they're growing. Oh my, gosh, they go fast, don't they? Look at this guy. They go fast when they go. So cute. I probably need to get in there and start cutting back some of those old leaves again that aren't getting enough sun and die off. Let's make a watermelon check. Oh my gosh. So I was focusing on this one. That's fine. You see it? Where's my finger? Right there. Here's a bigger one. That's what they do. They just sneak up on you. I guess I ought to check the melons and see if I got the big one sitting in there. Let's see, where did I find them last year? I mean, there's little starts everywhere. Yeah, I hate to see the yellow leaves already. All right. Nope, just little ones so far. Nice. So pretty. I love these carpet roses. Aren't they just so beautiful? Cool. All right. Thank you for joining me for coffee this morning.